Hey, hello, and welcome to Drawing with Christy. Today I'm doing this painting of a girl called Sophie Elise. She's like a super famous blogger here in Norway. She even has her own TV show, and not many people have their own TV shows in Norway. She's like the Norwegian answer to Keeping Up with the Kardashians, only that it's her and her crew instead. So, I started by doing a quick sketch, and if you guys want to see the reference that I was using, it's linked in the description down below. For those of you who don't know, I'm Christine, I'm 23, and I'm from Norway. I just started this YouTube channel because I want to create a community where we all can share our art without being afraid of getting completely bashed down, but at the same time we can get like good critiques to improve our art, because that's really super important. I stopped doing art for many years because I was told that you can't do art. Like, you will never succeed in art. So many people that do drawings and stuff, and like, why should you be able to do that when like you can barely even draw a normal human being? Like, you're not gonna be able to do that. Like, I don't know how it is in other countries, but I feel like here in Norway people are like extremely bad at supporting people that want to start on their own. Like, every day for my life I have heard that you can't succeed, you can't do this, you shouldn't do that, this is hard. You can, like, when I went to high school I went to something called media and communication. Like, it's not the same as in other countries, but I learned about taking photography and video editing. We did some animation, but pretty, like, almost nothing. And when I applied to that school, every teacher from my previous school was like, no, you shouldn't do that, you should do this, you should get good grades, you should become a doctor, you should like pursue your real dreams. And I'm like, do you even know what my dreams are? Like, I don't wanna, okay, I could become a doctor, but I don't wanna spend my entire life trying to pursue something when I'm not 100% sure that this is what I want. Like, I need to feel the burning desire to actually do it. And I'm sorry if you hear noises in the background. I got two dogs and they're making a whole lot of noise. And sometimes I might even breathe into the microphone, but I hope it's okay. I'm pretty new to this. So yeah, this painting, I laid down the base colors, and then I start adding some shadows, as you can see. So, where was I? Yeah, why can't I do whatever I want without anybody pushing me down, telling that I can't do it? That makes it 10 times harder for me to actually go for stuff. So, for the past 4 years, I have taken an education, which is not art, and at the end of those school years, I became ill. You can see my last video for a longer explanation, but basically I got diagnosed with something called CFS/ME, which is like a chronic fatigue syndrome. And ever since that, I couldn't work with what I took my education in. So a part of me was like, well, I just screwed my entire life. I worked so hard for this. I've spent a lot of money and a lot of time into this job, and now I can't work with it anymore. Every doctor told me that you can't do this, you can't, it's too hard for your body, and at this point I can't even like have a kindergarten job. It's too tiring. I couldn't even like work at a grocery shop. I need to have a job where I can sit in front of a computer, hopefully at home, because getting out of the door is really exhausting, and I want to be able to have the energy to do whatever I want when I get home. I want to do my hobbies and not just being tired and sad when I'm home after work. So, that's when I decided that maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time that I actually should go for my dreams. I've told myself for so many years, ever since I got Photoshop when I was 13, and I started editing photos and had so much fun. Like, me and my friend could spend hours, hours a day, just watching YouTube videos and editing our own photos. When I look back at those photos, they're so bad, but we learned so much. So I decided, now that you're sitting home, Christine, every day anyway, why don't you do something you enjoy? Why don't you start your hobby again? So that's when I decided I want to start drawing. I want to get better, I want to see improvements, and I want to feel the joy of creating something that people enjoy. And I want to make a community where we can support each other. So here I am. Finally, I took the step. It was hard. I got a lot of help. Shout out to Donovan for making YouTube videos and saying to me, you can make them too, when I was commenting on his videos that I really want to make YouTube videos, but I don't dare to, I'm too scared. And he was like, just do it, girl. And I'm like, no, I'm too scared. But I decided to do it, and I posted my first video, and it wasn't so scary after all. Well, maybe it's because I only had how many viewers? 4? And one of them is my mom and the other one is my brother. I don't know. My point is that you should really go for it, and if this fails, so what? Does it matter? No, because I've learned a lot and I've enjoyed doing it. Yeah, back to the painting. I've started adding some details to the face. I was struggling quite a lot with this hand. I believe hands is something that a lot of people struggle with, but I've practiced a lot drawing hands for the past year, but it's still really hard. I feel like when I sit and watch my own hand and I draw it, it's pretty easy, but when I'm gonna draw it from a further distance, it just looked messed up no matter what. And I guess this is an awkward pose anyway, so yeah. And if you guys wonder, I use the brushes of a guy called Angel. I will link his YouTube down below because he has some amazing advices, you guys. And you should really consider joining his Patreon. He gives super advice, just check him out, he's really good. And he has the Instagram too, and he's super famous. At least in my eyes. Anyway, I guess this is it for today's podcast, video, Speedpaint, whatever this thing is. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to see more of my art, go check me out on Instagram. It's linked down below. I also have a Patreon where you will get access to more videos, more of my sketches, paintings, all of that good stuff, podcasts, line art, everything. So please check that out as well. And write to me. I want to speak to every single one of you guys. You're not many people, so it's not gonna be hard. Just send me a message and we can hang out, chat. I got a Discord channel as well. And I want to be able to write with you guys, game with you guys, draw with you everybody. Yeah. I'm just so happy that I started to do this, and I hope that you guys get inspired and start chasing your dreams as well. And until then, I'll see you in my next video.